Alrighty, folks, back in the saddle, and I'm greeted with tons of new events, plus new rewards that we've never seen before for the same events. So very exciting there. Tier 4 materials to talk about, etc. Plus, we have a first look at potentially what the mid-month update could be, which we should start seeing sneak peeks for later this week. So a lot to get to, a lot to not miss. So first up, we have the Black Swan update celebration event for the new World Boss Legend Plus, corniest name in the game. Anywho, no, by the way, just a side note here, no announcements of reworks or buffs for anybody. Nothing for Angel, nothing for Black Swan, nothing for Thanos, who arguably all need some tweak, some kind of tweak in some way. Not necessarily a top to bottom rework, but you know, Angel needs iframe ignore on his 4th skill. Thanos needs his defense to actually apply with his new uniform, and Black Swan needs, you know, higher defenses so that her ability doesn't trigger in the first 2 seconds of the fight. Anywho, hopefully we do see that a little bit later. We got the update celebration event, and we first up with the Black Swan event quest. So this event quest, we've seen this before for Gore, for Kang, for Ultron. You're going to collect these tokens. I counted it so many times. There's a total of 300 tokens. Each quest you only have to do one time. So you have to beat Black Swan once. You have to beat any legend within 2 minutes. Beat Null once, beat Mephisto once, so on and so forth. It's not difficult. Honestly, even Black Swan, and I'll do a video on it later this week, but even Black Swan can be defeated with 0% Pierce and without brilliant CTPs. So the bar is not that high. And of course, if you have something in between what I have and what I just mentioned, you'll have an even easier time. And again, you just stage one. And especially now with the unlock requirements for all of the World Boss Legends being so much easier, now more than ever, you should only be playing World Boss Legend or Legend Plus. And it kind of bums me out that they have World Boss Ultimate there. I still think there's a lot of players that are just playing Ultimate because they think they're not strong enough for Legend, or they think the rewards are not good. Both of those answers are wrong, by the way. They're not true. Just try it out and you'll find that it's a lot easier than you think. So yeah, you get 300 tokens. Now, what do you get for these tokens? This is why I wanted to make this video first and foremost. I don't make that many videos about events anymore, but check it out. Tier 4 materials. This is very good. This shop has been massively overhauled, and it is very, very, very good. Now, you have tier 4 materials here. You have 230 Soul of the Faltine, which is almost 2 days worth of Soul of the Faltine. You can get for free. Or you can go for 250 Carbo, which is, again, 1 to 2 days worth of Carbo for most players. Or you can go for a 4-star and 5-star random chest, because you have 300 tokens, so you can actually get both of them. Or if you spend some money, you can get a 4-star artifact selector. And then, of course, we have the obligatory chest with random rewards if you want to YOLO. Now, unfortunately, they forgot to list the rewards that are in here in the legend chest. That's kind of an oversight here. We can scroll through and see that it's not listed anywhere. But I'll talk about it later because it's probably going to be similar to Kang's event that we saw last year. We have a crystal spending bonus mission. I would advise you not to spend crystals right now, not spend too many crystals. Obviously, if you spend some, it's fine, but don't try to get, you know, to the 8,000, 9,000, 10,000 crystal reward drops here, because the anniversary next month, right, is going to have an even better crystal bonus mission. That we will be seeing one in about 30 days. So just wait for that then. We have a character ranking event, whatever. Platinum gift chest, whatever. And then we have custom gear unequip. I wanted to mention this specifically for Thanos, because I know a lot of players are going to be deciding with the all the reviews coming out about how Farmer Thanos is so much stronger for PvE, and Old Man Thanos wins, Bearded Thanos is better for PvP. People are going to have to make the difficult decision of what to give him. Maybe they have a PvE build on him now, and they're going to swap him to PvP, or vice versa. They have a PvP build on him now, and they want to swap him over to PvE. So now would be the time. Like I would wait. I wouldn't unequip. I was actually going to make a video about Thanos today and spend 800 crystals to unequip his CTP, but I'm just going to wait until Thursday. It's just 2 days. It'll be here, lickety split. And yeah, then you could just get the discount there, and then whatever, CTP reforging. You can do this now, I guess, if you want, if you have the CTPs for it, but I'm just going to wait for the anniversary in like 35 days, because that'll be, this event will come back. Now, why I wanted to highlight this specifically is because if we take a little time travel back to last year, July of last year, when they released Kang, and they had the same event. It was called the July Special Event, Kang World Boss Event Quest. Sounds familiar? Oh, look at all these quests. Beat Kang once, beat any of the, and you get the event tokens. Again, it's very, very similar. It's exactly the same. It's exactly the same, except the tokens are different, of course, and some of the quests are different. Now, this quest also gave 300 tokens. I counted it. However, look at the rewards you can get. This is crazy. So this was just, I don't know, 8 months ago. Yeah, 8 months ago, these were the rewards. These are terrible. Tier 3 material rewards. You can do the 4-star. Look, you could only do the 4-star or the 5-star. You couldn't do both because it cost 350 together. And then it was a Book of the Vishanti. Now, these rewards here in the Kang the Conqueror Legend chest, these are probably going to be the same rewards that are going to be in Black Swans, except they're going to change around the artifacts, of course, to be relevant to the last couple of updates, right? So it's probably going to be like Gladiator's artifact, Beta Ray Bill's artifact, this sort of thing. You know what I'm saying? However, I really got to give it to the devs. If you go back and forth here on this and look at the change they made to the items in the shop, it is night and day. It is night and day. Look at this. They completely scrapped the tier 3 materials and they added a good amount, right? A pretty good amount of tier 4 materials. And then they made the 5-star chest cheaper by 100. So you can now get both the 4-star and the 5-star for free if you wanted to. And then they also added the artifact selector, which wasn't there before. And then they changed the Vishanti book into an Odin's Blessing selector. Now, in my opinion, I think the Odin's Blessing selector is way too overpriced. That's just my opinion. I think the best reward, honestly, is either I would say going for tier 4 materials is probably the best reward. Second best reward, I would say, is maybe just going YOLO on the 4 and the 5-star at the same time, right? You get both, and you still have 50 tokens left over, especially if you, and this is especially good for players that have a lot of characters but don't have a lot of artifacts. If you have a lot of artifacts, the value of this drops off significantly. But yeah, consider both the 4 and the 5 if you have 50 plus artifacts that you're really hunting to get, because chances are you're going to hit at least one of them, if not both of them. The 4-star artifact selector is okay. It's a little bit overpriced, and as you can see, it's actually over the limit that you get for free. So here's where some people are going to be irritated, because you can actually buy more event tokens. So let me just highlight this here. There is a Black Swan Legend token pack where you get 2,200 crystals, 100 event tokens, and you actually get tokens for Gwenpool's uniform or Satana's uniform or Squirrel Girl's uniform. So the value here is actually quite nice. I kind of wish I had known about this before I bought the tokens, because I could have just done this for Satana's and also double dipped and got the event tokens. But anyways, this is a good deal if you want to do that, if you want to do just that, right? If you want crystals, you want to get a paywall April Fool's uniform. Probably Satana is the only one that's worth it, to be honest. And then you also, hey, you get 100 event tokens, right? Because everything else is like 2,200 crystals for 20 bucks is kind of competitive. So this is quite nice. If we go back to last year's token pack, as you can see, because it wasn't released during a seasonal event, it was just straight up worse. Now, it's just a matter of when it was released. But as you can see here, they haven't made it worse in any other way. They just added the tokens on top. But yeah, if you want to get the 4-star artifact selector, you do have to fork over $20 US or whatever it is in your local currency to get 100 tokens. They also purposely did it so that this would give you 100 tokens, and this costs 350 because you get 300 here, so you'll be left with 50 tokens, left over. 50 tokens left over isn't enough for any of the good rewards. It's only enough for 5 of these boxes. So they're sort of baiting you into buying this twice. So you have 150 left over, so then you could do the 4-star artifact selector and the 4-star random. I don't recommend that whatsoever. I'm just sort of highlighting the psychological practices that these games do so that you can be more aware of it and, spend your money wisely. But yeah, besides those sort of frustrating things and maybe some overpriced items, I think this is a fantastic upgrade. And I want to highlight this kind of stuff because this is exactly what the players are asking for. They're asking for events to be updated with new and more competitive rewards, and this is exactly what needs to happen. So this is great, and this needs to happen now in every other event that we see, right? Especially except for the very new ones that have just been introduced, but all of the old events need to be updated, right? Even things like the gold bonus mission, like they should update these with even better rewards. Whatever the crystal spending, they should update all those rewards with better stuff there. On top of that, we have the oddly romantic event called When We First Met No. Cue the Italian, pasta music. And basically, it's a community event, so you have to log into the forums. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. You just take a screenshot of yourself beating World Boss Legend Null, and then you give some spiel about why you're playing Null. Like remember playing Null for the first time, and sort of reminiscing on that time from, I don't know, 4 years ago, or 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago when he came out. I'm only highlighting this because you get 100 TCP, EOD, and then 100 boost points. That's pretty good. I still am waiting for the day when these community events give tier 4 materials. I think it's time that they start giving, like, even if it was just 50 Carbo and 50 Soul of the Faltine, this would be infinitely better. Infinitely better. But yeah, I just wanted to highlight that for you guys to be aware in case you wanted to go onto the forums and collect this. And then finally, although we don't have any reworks for any of the characters from this update, we do have a notice on the Monday Google payment error. I'm guessing it might have something to do with like the delay with Easter Monday and sort of banks and stuff being closed, but there was some sort of error. It's been resolved, but in case you were having problems, you were spending and you weren't receiving stuff, or you were getting charged but you didn't get the items, whatever, just know that this was actually happening. And then I just want to highlight this because I rarely highlight this in a video, but if that ever happens to you now or in the future, just go to the main lobby screen, go to settings, go to info, go to support, and then submit a one-to-one inquiry. This is like submitting a customer service request, submitting a customer service ticket on different platforms, explaining your issue. Okay, don't email me. I get emails, I get DMs. I can't help you. I don't work for Marvel Future Fight. I cannot refund you. I don't have access to your credit card information. I can't do that. Anywho, hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of the new Black Swan update celebration event. Kind of weird that it's not Black Swan here, that's Angel, right? I just noticed that. That's super weird. I feel like they fucked up on that. Yeah. And then the fact that they also didn't list the store here. I feel like whoever made this graphic is probably wishing that they had spent a little bit more time. But anyways, hey, hopefully you guys all had a good Easter weekend. Thanks for watching. Smash the like button. It helps with the channel. And I'll see you guys in the event quest. Take care.